Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Edupreneur Diaries, where we talk about planning, productivity, and personal finance. What you're looking at right now is the Paycheck budget tracker. This is by the Budget Mom, and this is one of the trackers that she released when she released her new book this year, which is My Money, My Way. Now, I also have her other printables for the Budget by Paycheck workbook, but the tracker looks very similar to this one, if not exactly the same. So I just decided to use this one. I also have her Live Rich planner, and I am going to try to do some videos on my planner and show you guys how I plan for the month and how I plan for the week. So look for that coming up pretty soon. So let's jump in and take a look at my April budget. I'm going to zoom you guys in so that you can see this a little bit better. Now, not much changed this month for April, other than, if you guys haven't heard, Biden just extended the student loan payments. So it's going to be paused through August the 31st. So I don't know if you are excited, but I am excited because that means I can take that money and use it somewhere else. And if you guys have been following me, you know that I have been using that for my car. So let's jump in and let's look at my income. Now, this is my income from my full-time job. It's going to be the same as last month, $4,501.01. I also have my cushion, so you know that I am saving, or excuse me, you know that I do a cushion and I like to keep $1,000 each month in my cushion. So if I have to use any of my cushion, I always replenish it at the end of the month using some of my extra income. Typically, I don't have to use more than about $50 each month, so I'm doing pretty good, right? All right, so this is my March the 31st, 2022 paycheck, and it's for the month of April that I'm budgeting here. And we're going to look at my fixed income. That's why I have the F over here, you guys. That's for fixed income, and then variable income starts there. So when we look at my printable, I've broken this down into fixed and variable. But for the Budget Mom sheet, all of the bills are in one section here. Let's start with my tithes. That is $450. My rent, as you guys know, went up in February, $995. It is super high, which is one of the reasons why I'm trying to buy a home in 2023. Spotify, $15.99. This was originally my son's Christmas present, but I am loving Spotify. I have the family plan. Love it. Uma, this is my landline, $6.59. Yes, I still have a landline. Progressive. So I have a sinking fund for my car insurance. I'm saving $40 a month, and I pay on that every 6 months now. It was really hard for me to let go of State Farm. I've been with State Farm since I was 18, and I don't know, they were just going, it was just too high. So I had to change. Vivid is my alarm system, my security system at home, $36.47. And I'm supposed to be getting a $10 credit, you guys. That's why it's $36 and not $46. And I'm going to really have to see if I get my credit this month. Last month, I didn't get my credit, you all. I'm going to be calling them back. Okay, Netflix, $15.49. I did reduce that last month. So you probably noticed the change between January, February versus March and April. Uverse, that is going to be my internet, $60. Planet Fitness, which I told you guys I'm going to be canceling. I'm either going to cancel it or reduce the plan because I haven't been in a while, especially since I got my Peloton. So I need to work on that soon, ASAP. All right, my Peloton, $39 a month. Now, it's paid off, but there is a subscription that you have to pay every single month. Now, jumping into the variable expenses, and I think, let's see, I think I'll change the color on this one. My son's cell phone, $44.52. Now, I did have to get a different plan for my son March 24th, whenever I renewed his plan for the month, because he is currently on spring break in London and Paris. And so I thought his phone would work if I got the international plan, but apparently Straight Talk does not have any towers. So that's a whole nother story for another video. Water bill, $60. That's what I'm budgeting. And I'm going to try, you guys, this month, at the end of the month, I'm going to try to do a video to update you on my actual column so that you guys can see what I actually spent on my variable expenses. All right, so gas number one, which I have 2 gases per month and 2 groceries per month, I budget $45. And even when the gas prices went up, I still stayed $45. And like I said, if I go over, I just let my cushion eat it. Grocery number one, I budget $100. Electricity, $128.14. That is just what I budget, but I definitely go over electricity. It kind of goes up and down depending on the month. My manicure or pedicure each month, $45. Sometimes I go over here depending on if I do both or just one. Gas number two, $45. And then grocery number two, $100. You guys can see the bill total and what's left over here. I'm going to scroll on down to my cash envelopes. Now, I only have one cash envelope, and that is for my son's barbershop. And I budget $40 for that each month. So he goes twice a month, at least twice a month, $20 each time. And that's the only cash envelope that I have. I'm more of a digital envelope spender. If you guys have been following me, you know that I have my sinking funds in SoFi and also a little bit in Capital One 360. All right, so you can see the total at the bottom and what's left over, $2,210. Let's go back up to sinking funds. Now, I've lumped my savings and sinking funds together, and I'm spending a total of $1,100 every month in savings and sinking funds, which for me, that is awesome considering where I come from. If you guys didn't see my last video on how I got out of $30,000 in credit card debt, you need to check it out. And actually, I will try to link it in the cards above. All right, so you can see the sinking fund total there and the savings total. And then what's left over, $1,110 is what's left over. We're going to jump down to debt. Right now, my only debt is my student loans, and I spend about $300 a month. Well, the last time that I had to pay it, it was about $300. Not sure what it's going to be whenever we start back up, but I am not sad that it's been paused again because I can use that toward my car goal. I do have 4 credit cards, but I do not carry a balance on those credit cards. Everything that I put on my credit card, I'm able to pay off. Either with a sinking fund or just because it's a part of my normal bills. And if you guys don't know, I put everything on a credit card. I like to get reward points, and I like to use those things for travel, which I'm trying to get better at. But that's another video for another time. All right, so you can see what's left over, $810. And then I have my extra savings, which is investment accounts. I put about $810 into my investment accounts each month. And you guys are going to see how I break those things down when I go into my own budget sheet in just a moment. So there is my total. And as you guys can see, we have a zero-based budget. So we have $0 left over. There we go. All right. So now that I've showed you guys my April budget using the Budget Mom's Paycheck budget tracker, let's jump over and take a look at my own tracker that I've created for myself. And if you guys want the tracker, you can definitely check out the description below. I'm going to link those there. Okay, so we are now looking at my printable that I created for my budget, and hopefully within the next couple of months, I'm going to change up my printable a little bit. Maybe I'm thinking about it. We'll see. But here is the same information that you guys just saw when I was going through the budget tracker from the Budget Mom. but I wanted to show you how I break this down for me. So of course we have the income here at the top. I mentioned to you previously that my cushion is $1,100. It's not typed in here, but that is my cushion for the month of April. So this is my income. Moving on down, and let me zoom you guys in because you probably cannot see this very well. There we go. So there's my income for my full-time job, and here are my fixed expenses. So I've separated these from my variable expenses. Now on my sheet, all I do every single month is when these transactions hit my credit card, I simply go through and check them off. All right, so I put check marks in this last column here. Now, if it's something that is not going to hit my bank account, for example, my tithes, I transfer this over to a different account. But once I transfer, I simply check it off. So here are the same amounts that you saw previously. I'm not going to repeat them, not in this video, but these are the same transactions or the same expenses and the same amounts. And then you have the bill total here at the bottom in green. We're going to move on down to variable expenses. This is section 2. And again, I told you previously what my budgeted amounts were for each one of these categories. So what I do each month is, again, every time these transactions hit my credit card, I simply write down the actual amount. So when my water bill hits, and actually my water bill, I have to pay it manually because I can't put it on auto pay. So when I go in and pay it, I put the actual amount in the actual column. When I get gas, I put the actual amount here. Same thing with groceries, electricity. When it hits my credit card, I put the amount here. If I get my pedicure or manicure, I put the amount here. Same thing for gas too, and groceries too. So then my actual column for my variable expenses are going to be different numbers. That's why you see larger boxes here. And then I put the total here. All right, so I really hope this month I get around to showing you guys my printable and walking you through how I write down these amounts in my actual column, and show you guys whether or not I stay within my budget each month. All right, so in step 3, my debt category, I do the same thing here. I put check marks whenever I pay this debt. Now, as you guys know, there's no student loan debt as of now. It's been extended once again through August 31st. So for this one, I transfer this $300 to my car savings goal, and once I make the transfer, I just check it off. Credit cards, we've already talked about. I don't carry a balance, so I just simply check that off each month. And then of course, the total is going to be $300. The next section is my cash envelopes, and of course, Dove Barbershop is the only cash envelope, $40. Once I take that cash out of the ATM, I check this off and I put the cash in my cash envelope, and I use it when my son gets a haircut twice a month. Moving down to section 5. Now, my savings and sinking funds, that's all one category here in section 5. So I have my accounts in this column. As you guys can see, I have SoFi, Borrow, Wealthfront, Ally, Discover, Capital One, and Navy Federal. So these are the accounts where I'm transferring funds to. And each one of these accounts serves a different purpose. For SoFi, that's where my sinking funds are. My Borrow savings account, this is where I'm holding my car savings goal. And I'm very close to 30,000. You guys, I think I'm at 29,000, something like that. Now my car, if you watched my car video, you know that I went over my budget. I'm at 52,000 for my car, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. I'm gonna link my car video in the cards above, just in case you guys have not seen it. Wealthfront, now this is where I'm saving for college for my son. Yes, I do know about the 529 investment account that I can save for college for my son. Since he is already a freshman in high school, I just didn't know if I wanted to do the 529. Plus, I don't know if he's going to go to college or do something else. So I'm just saving it right now into a different account. Ally is where I'm saving for my son's graduation trip. Now, this amount is kind of steep. I don't think we need $10,000 for the graduation trip. I'm just going to keep saving as much as I can between now and the next, 3 years that I have to save, and just kind of see where I get. Any money that we don't spend for the graduation trip will just go to his college fund. All right, moving on down to Discover Savings. This is where I'm saving for furniture. So as you guys know, I'm trying to purchase a home in 2023. I've been saving for furniture so that I can furnish my home. And then whatever I don't have to furnish my home, I'm not going to overspend. It's just going to be empty until I have the money that I need to purchase what I want. So right now, I'm just saving as much as I can for furniture and appliances in my new home. My Capital One, you guys know I have videos out where I transfer $500 every single month to my Capital One account. So this is where I'm trying to save $20,000 for a home down payment, and it's going into Capital One. And then we have Navy Federal. Now here is where I'm saving my money for a moving day. So I am going to need some money to move, and so I wanted to make sure I have kind of a sinking fund going on for that. So I'm using various savings accounts, just trying to see which one I like the most. Now I have other accounts. I do have an emergency fund, which I will probably create a video to show you guys my emergency fund and how I saved for that over the past years. But let's talk about the last category here. Well, next to last, I should say. This is also still section 5. I just divided it into investing so you guys can see specifically what I am investing and where. So TD Ameritrade. Now this is all on auto transfer. $50. Vanguard, $10. M1 Finance, I'm investing $50 a month. Fidelity, this is my individual brokerage account, $50. My Fidelity Roth IRA, $500 a month because I do want to max that out, $6,000. My HSA, $50 a month, and I'm just trying to get to $3,600 this year. I didn't quite get there last year, but we'll see what happens. And then my son has Charles Schwab. So he has a Roth account as well as a custodial account there where I'm transferring $50. And I also transfer extra money to his custodial account whenever I can. Then we have Robinhood, Webull, and TradeStation. Now for this one, I add money to these accounts whenever I have extra income coming in. I'm really trying to build my TradeStation account so that I can start day trading. That is a goal of mine. I haven't really started yet. I've taken a course, but we'll see how that goes. All right, so the last section, if I go back up here to the top, my debit section, I will start back using this section once I buy my car and I'm no longer having so much money in my borrowed savings. But what I used to do is I used to track my debits. I have to have 5 transactions on my debit card in order to earn, I think it's actually gone up to 3% interest now. Don't quote me on that. But in order to earn borrowed interest rates, you have to swipe your debit card a certain amount of times each month. But your account, your savings account, has to be under $5,000. And so I'm not using this right now because my savings account, as you guys know, is up to like $29,000 because I'm saving for my car. So it's just sitting here empty each month. But again, I will start back using this as soon as I pay for my car, which I'm crossing my fingers that my car is going to be here in May and not June. But you guys know I ordered my car for Valentine's Day, my Kia Telluride. My son is getting ready to turn 15, so he's going to get my car. It is an older car. It's a Kia Sorento 2013, but it's paid for. So I'll be giving him that one, and then of course I will be getting my new one. So yeah. All right, so I'm going to zoom you guys back out, let you take a look at this printable one more time. If you are interested in this printable or similar printables, please check out my Etsy shop. It's going to be linked in the description below. If you are loving this content, please support my channel, like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time Edupreneur Diaries posts a new video. Thanks for watching. If you're looking for a monthly budget tracker printable, check out my Etsy shop linked in the description below.